up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naima Najida back with another tutorial, and today we're gonna be showing you step by step how to achieve the A-line silk bias skirt. Every girl needs it in their wardrobe. I'm really excited to have this in my wardrobe, but most importantly, I'm super excited to show you guys how I achieved it. Subscribe to my channel. We're gonna be having more DIY content and full length tutorials, and if you haven't done so already, like, comment, share, save, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok for shorter length videos. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And let's get straight into the tutorial, y'all. So I'm using a pattern from Lizzie Patterns on YouTube. She has amazing tutorials and patterns, and I went ahead and printed out the US letter PDF. So I'm just making sure the test square is on point, and as you can see, there are numbers on every single page up to 15. So you want to make sure you're laying all the numbers out from 1 through 15 organized in a row numerically. I'm just gonna cut out my size, which is a EU 36, which is about a size 4. I did kind of measure myself and then look at the sizing chart that she had on the pattern. So now that we have our front and back panels, we want to cut on the bias so that our fabric lays nicely on our body and it's nice and stretchy, and this is going to also give that A-line look that we're going for. Now, satin is super tricky to work with, so just make sure you're taking your time tracing, cutting everything out, clipping. Work with the fabric so that it's not way harder than it needs to be. So now we have our two pieces of fabric, and you want to clip it together, wrong sides together. Make sure everything is aligned perfectly or close to perfectly, because when we go to sew, then it's going to make a difference when we go and do our French seams. So when that's all done, we're going to head to the sewing machine and do our French seams at about 0.7 centimeter seam allowance. It doesn't need to be accurate, just make sure it's close to 0.7 as you can get it, because then when we're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and cut it to 0.4 centimeter seam allowance so that we can roll over and iron later. So after we press the fabric, we're going to turn the fabric on the wrong side, and then we're going to do another top stitch at 0.7 centimeter seam allowance on both sides. We want to make sure we also press the fabric after we do these steps in between as well, just to give that clean, crisp finish look. Next is the waistband. You want to measure where you want the skirt to fall or sit on your waist or your hips. So I ended up switching to a zigzag stitch. A sewing chalk just to mark the beginning, middle, and end, so that when I go and clip the elastic to the fabric skirt, then everything is all nice and even. After you're done with sewing the elastic, you want to turn it inside and top stitch on the sides of the skirt so that, you know, the elastic doesn't move, and I'm gonna go straight into hemming the skirt. Now I opted for the first option, which was to do an overlock stitch with a top stitch, so I didn't need a serger to do it, and this is a great beginner friendly option as well. And does tend to fray, so you want to make sure your fabric doesn't come apart in the washing machine or whatnot. So just make sure that you're overlocking everything and you're making everything stay into place. After I was done, I just made sure to iron everything so that everything was nice, pressed, and looked very clean, professional. And I also clipped off any loose thread. And that was my tutorial, y'all, for my A-line bias skirt. I'm so happy with how this skirt came out. Honestly, anybody could do it if they put their mind to. Sky's the limit. If you guys recreate this, please send me pictures, videos on all my social media. You know how to get in contact with me. Can't wait to see your recreations. All information will be down in the description box. Check out my social media platforms for more content from me at Naima Najida, and I will see you guys in my next video. Deuces!